What's up guys, Luke here, and yes, I'm finally back with another video, and a proper one. This time I'm revisiting DiRT. Now obviously I haven't made a video in a very long time. I've been very busy. I've also had an issue with my microphone cable. Now since I've been home and come back to Reading, I now have my other cable, so hopefully this will now work fine. So basically, very recently, Codemasters have finally managed to port DiRT over to Steamworks, so I'm finally able to play the game again. So I'm going to stay up straight front. I am one of these people experiencing an issue with my wheel. However, it's not quite as extreme as for most people. It's just a bit of looseness to the right, so it's going to feel a bit weird. And I haven't played this game much in a very long time, so don't expect any magnificence in driving, and obviously don't expect fantastic commentary, because I probably haven't made a proper video in about a month and a half. Very sorry for that, but I had been extremely busy, and I then had issues with my microphone cable and all sorts of issues. Videos are going to be as and when I've got time. I will try and do one a week. This next week I might do a couple more than that. Just have to see how it goes. I'm quite tired at the moment, but let's get on with it. Now hopefully it's not going to make me sit for any stupid intro videos. Good. As you can see, I'm driving a Lancia Stratos. So, here we go. Here goes nothing. Okay, that was a bit frame stutter, but just got to get used to this. If you can't tell or didn't see earlier on, I'm on a Safari Rally. Even a few years down the line, this game still manages to look fantastic. This car is a bit of a handful, though, to put it mildly. There's definitely a bit of frame stutter going on. It's from recording onto an older hard drive. There we go. This is one of the DiRT Tour mode things. So this is the first tier, because I really haven't done anything with this game yet other than checked it works, set the graphics up, and set my wheel as much as I could. Basically, if you're not aware and you own DiRT on CD, you can now put your CD key into Steam, and you will then be able to get this game on Steam. And that's exactly what I did, which is just as well, because I wasn't actually able to install it anymore. The installer was broken with an issue that's fairly well documented, but unfortunately the workarounds didn't work for me. So fortunately I knew they were going to port it over, so I just sat and waited rather than either pirating it, which I wouldn't consider to be a massive drama since I legitimately owned the game. I just couldn't play it due to a glitch, or wait for the Steamworks version. Of course they've now released that, so downloaded it today because I just got back in Reading today. And so let's say my channel seems to have been still getting the odd subscriber even when I've not been making videos, so that's good. Let's say the recent viewers are probably used to me making more videos on laptops than anything else. There's another one in the pipeline, I think. I can't remember whether I made one of the Baby Vio. Only fourth. Ugh. Oh dear. Right, let's try that again. That obviously wasn't as quick as it should have been, considering I'm driving a damn Stratos. I'm so out of the loop. I may have to turn the difficulty. Advanced settings, yeah, that makes more sense. Right, that's why. It's turned up way too high. I turn all the driver aids off because driver aids suck. But the difficulty was set way too high. Sorry if the audio's a bit out, as I was before. I'm recording it on the Vio laptop, which is extremely sensitive to the microphone settings, which is the exact opposite of what this desktop was. So there is that. I will normalise it and hopefully it won't be too bad, but it's just one of the many little dramas that I have every now and again. Whoa, that was running like complete utter ass. Nope, got that one right, sort of. How not to come back into DiRT is driving these extremely powerful rear-wheel drive cars. Now I can't see a thing. Damn it. I may still win, you never know. Since I've turned the settings down so much. Okay, brake. Chuck it in and make a complete and utter meal of it. Yes, I should probably have started off in a 4-wheel drive car. Right, this is going to be a disaster. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. As I said, don't expect much skill. I haven't played a racing game in a couple of weeks with this wheel. At least. I haven't played this game in probably about a year. Because I wasn't able to reinstall it. I have played the original DiRT in that time. But that doesn't mean I was any good at that. And that game kept crashing as well. So, that wasn't entirely helpful. Really annoying actually. I was getting quite into it and then it just decided to crash. So I was like, well, fuck you then. If I can get it running well enough for long enough, I may make a video on that, who knows. I was actually going to try and make a video on another game, but I can't get that running, so I have no idea. I reinstalled the computer recently, but I think what it could really do with is a complete and total wipe. Unfortunately, to do that effectively, I need a rather large external hard drive, and I don't own such a thing. 32 gig memory stick and small hard drives on other devices aren't going to cut it. Okay, I don't know how much of my wheel noise you can hear in the background, but I've got this turned right up on the weight because that's the way I like it. You can probably hear me straining as well. God, I am so out of practice at making these videos. Driving these cars. Come on. Hopefully the quality will be fine. There we go. Right, that's good. Keep the pedal to the metal. Yes, I really decided to throw myself in at the deep end, didn't I? Used to be once upon a time I simply couldn't play a rally game with a wheel. I just couldn't do it. I would be in every single tree. Although in fairness, that was when I didn't have linear pedals, they were just on or off. Which is actually less helpful than using a keyboard, would you believe? Right, now that was a better time, and lower difficulty means I win, and comfortably win, so I could probably up the difficulty a notch, but I'm not going to because I'm a pussy. Achievement unlocked. Probably going to go through some spiel now because this is the first stage win. It may not, it may wait for me to actually win the rally. Look at that beautiful car. Look at this beautiful game. It's not going to be a perfect 1080p resolution because, a bit like DiRT Showdown, the Steam version doesn't run in full window, which is a bit weird. Well, it probably does, I don't know how to set it that way. So, unfortunately, there is going to be a slight border, I feel. You may not notice much. The video will basically be recorded in about 920 by 1028. It may get slightly distorted in the editing to make it fit, I have no idea. You'll see what it looks like when it comes out. It'll be a 1080p 60 though, that's what it'll be uploaded as, and it should be running pretty smoothly at 60 for the most part. There was a car that just fell off there right in front of me, I don't know if you saw that. I saw it trying to get back on the road, which is quite funny. At least this time, I know exactly what sort of times I'm setting. Whoa! I'll get away with that, but only just. It's always a risk on these games because you can't see out the freaking vegetation. Oh man, I'd miss making YouTube videos. I really have. Ooh, just teasing the throttle around. It's learning the throttle points. I mean, full credit to Cody's for doing this. It took them a while, but they've done it. They were not obliged to, but they've ported it over to Steamworks and they are actively patching it and fixing the issues. And they gave everyone the DLC, which is brilliant. I could have driven one of the DLC cars to get up the career mode a lot faster, but I chose to drive this instead because it's faster, even though it's not going to give me as many bonus points or whatever for whatever the objectives are. Which is probably not necessarily the right move, but hey ho, I wanted to drive this. 290 horsepower, I think it's 970 kilos of weight, which is pretty nice. Okay. It's a lot nicer than a bar that would have. Fortunately, the stages on this game generally are too short. It's a big issue I have with this game, and there's not that much variation in them. I mean, I don't like the Gymkhana stuff, but let's forget the Gymkhana for the moment. There we go. I won an event. Yay! Well done me. Wheels making my hands a bit sticky because I think I gave it a wipe down when I last used it.
What did I tell you? Keep racing like that and you're going to be a household name.
Didn't use any flashbacks, which is always nice. Completed 2 objectives. I don't know what the objectives were. Coney Motorsport like me, that's nice.
Hey Luke, you've almost qualified. Stay focused and keep your eyes on the prize.
Well, yes, it's not hard to almost qualify. Okay, so now let's go and show you some rallycross. 3 laps with Houghton Sprint or Hoot. See, I could drive that and get a massive objective bonus, but I don't want to. I feel like that's a little bit cheating. The car doesn't make much difference. I'm going to go and drive that because it gives me the most rep. I honestly don't know what the bonuses are for. I'm not looking. I might look this time if I can work out how to do it. Menacing Evo 10. The Smelter. Look at that. It's gorgeous, this game. I'd love to see a Dirt 4. I'd love to see a true Colin McRae rally. Beat the lap time in 29 seconds. Okay. That'd be interesting. I don't know if I'll be able to do that or not. Look at this car. You can see the fans wearing the back. You can see the rainwater or dust on the car. It's gorgeous. Absolutely love this game. I am damn rusty at it. Just look at it hanging the arse out. Beautiful drift. I love how varied this field is as well. You've got completely ridiculous. The wheel did try and hook a bit to the right there, but that's due to the force feedback more than the game itself. But they really need to. I really do hope they fix this issue. They are actively working on it. It is so disorientating. Going turning left, it's absolutely perfectly weighted. I got it set up just the way I like it, which was actually very easy. Usually it's quite hard for me to actually find a setup that I like, but no. Going to the right, there's just a big light spot, and it's so disorientating. I have reported my issue, and at least it isn't locking right without me having to ruin settings just to get it to actually be playable at all. Look at this. Effortless drifting. I can remember old wheels, I would just bend it every time I tried to do this. Whoops. Well, definitely lots of understeer. No question about that. Woohoo! Swervy swerve. No idea how long this video is going to be. Might be quite a while because I'm having fun.
Who just kicked some rallycross butt? You did.
There we go. That's now going to unlock final. So that's always nice. One thing I will admit to with rally games is I should turn off the ABS. I don't know why I've still got ABS on. But regardless, I should admit that I never used manual transmission because I can't really be coping with all of that farce. Okay, Smelter. It's a head-to-head.
Hey, don't give away the surprise yet, Christian.
Thanks, Jack. Yeah, keep racing
Just
as well
get.
as I know you can.
I
and
hate
find out what it
the
is.
overly interactive menus. And Dirt 1 did it, although at least this game doesn't have porn music in the background. Legitimately, Dirt 1 has music that sounds very much like porn, and I don't know why. I don't know why Brembo team was unlocked. That's just a way of cheating through the game very quickly. Right, so do I want to drive a Punto? Well, drive the Punto because that's where the higher rep score is. But if rep was purely an issue, then I would go and drive for Brembo because I would get through this game extremely quickly. But so we're in Finland on another rally, driving a Super 2000 car. So reach 104 miles an hour. Okay, I do like how this game has some nice 1990s cars in it and things. I like the mixture of eras in here. I just wish there were more. You can never have too many cars as long as they're all done, you know, nicely. You can have too many cars if they're all, you know, exactly the same basic thing in appearance and whatever. Certainly if they all perform identically, that doesn't really float my boat at all. But although as long as there's a little bit of variation, but woo, spectators running across. There's so many neat little touches like that they have. I mean, even Colin McRae, the old Colin McRae rallies had neat little touches. I mean, Toka 1 has neat touches. It's such a shame that the Colin McRae Rally mobile port was an absolute fucking disgrace to the name. I don't know what Cody's thought they were doing. So, I mean, Colin McRae Rally 2 doesn't need a HD remake. It actually looks fantastic even on a modern system. And it still plays and bollocks that up. Come on, get out of there. Well, I held the slide. It's Colin McRae Rally 1 that needs a HD remake, and that's for a couple of reasons. One, it's a much more simmy rally game. Perhaps not so much in the car handling, but in the way it's all set up. You know, I would love to see that, and it's, you know, it's an era that we haven't gone back to, you know, for a long time. You know, the late 90s, and there's lots of rallies and things in it. I'd love to see a remake of that, but alas and alack, I don't see it happening. Yes, that was a disaster. That's what happens when you spin off. Oops. I may have to check whether it's reset the difficulty actually. Let's see, has it done that? No, it was entirely my own incompetence. Typical. Thought so. God. Hate these unskippable cutscenes. Like, I know what the car looks like. Right.
Keep right over crest. 60. Left 4 long.
Floor the throttle on my nice little Fiat.
Right 4 long.
Small
pass out.
drift.
Crest flat into keep left over crest.
Okay.
Into left 4. 80 care right 2.
Drift.
60. Right 6.
Try not to bin it into the hedge this time.
Crest jump flat. Left 6.
Keep my foot
Right
flat
5,
over
no
the
cut.
crest.
Left 6. 80.
And through the bend.
Crest flat
Let's not
into
chuck
right
it down
5
the
into
road.
care. Keep
Trying to
left
hit
over
that
big
104.
crest.
There we go. There's 104 miles an hour.
Into left
Very
3
nice
long.
that it tells you in the middle of the race. Although half the time I'm not paying attention to that. I have to go up at the... Ouch! Oh, look at the damage.
Care right
Look at the
3,
deformation of my poor little Fiat.
60. Keep left over crest. And right
Hopefully
3.
I didn't lose too much time. There goes my bumper. Poor little car looks destroyed. That's probably too much into the cut. I got away with it. I didn't hit the logs. That's the main thing. I don't think I was on the stage much for about 2 or 3 corners there. Okay, big sharpish turn coming up. Let's not spear off into the wall. Okay, I don't think I'm much quicker this time, which is a bit annoying. I don't think I'm any quicker, in fact. I think I've gone slower. Oh no, maybe not. I won. That's all that matters. Look at the front of that car. Okay, I did go quicker, actually. Okay, so... Is that it? Nope. Moog Moog. Whose idea was that name, honestly? Yeah, I'd love to see a Dirt 4. DirectX 12. Oh. This game is brilliantly optimised. It runs very, very well. And it was used as a benchmarking game for a long time, even after it was a couple of years old. It was used as a benchmarking game. And quite frankly, there aren't many racing games today that look better than this, and this game came out in 2010, if I remember correctly. And quite frankly, I don't think there's any racing game that looks objectively better than this. There are some that will look slightly better, but they're not going to be so far ahead of this that, you know, that it makes this look a junk. And Dirt 1 still looks good, although it's certainly nowhere near the level of Dirt 3. Yet to try Dirt 2. I will do at some point. Maybe when I pick it up on Steam sale. It'd be nice to see them port that over to Steamworks, but I don't see that one happening. I actually don't know if Dirt 2's on Steam at all, but so people complaining about them not porting Dirt 2 over, get over yourselves. They didn't have to port Dirt 3 over, and they did, and I'm immensely grateful that they did. You know, we bought the game, and it's not Cody's fault. The Games for Windows Live was shut down. You know, I mean, perhaps they shouldn't have used it, but let's not forget that in 2010, Steam was much less important than it is today.
Right 3 onto tar.
It was important, sure, but it wasn't quite the powerhouse.
60.
It wasn't as dominant. I mean, let's not forget we were still, well, I mean, Dirt 3 was an example of a game that was ran off the DVD, you know, without it just being basically an install disc with a code. You know, that's how things have changed. So, reputation boost. I've got one new item in my inventory. Blah blah. I am fucking tired. Did I get both objectives? Yes, I did. That's lovely. Drive rep up. I never use flashbacks. I never like them. And just
The
a pain.
organisers of the Brembo Blast are so impressed by your driving.
Yay, well done.
In their next competition.
Let me out of this
This is a really
cutscene.
big deal.
This is the worst bit about this game. That and the bits where you have to do Gymkhana to get through. That is also annoying. I hate that. I don't like Gymkhana. Whoops. Let's not do that again.
Right then. Head to head is all about you and
Oh,
the
now I
other
have to
driver.
sit through
Your
this
average
video.
crossover tracks means you'll be
I
racing
know what
different
head to
track
head is.
sections
I've
at
played
different
this game
times.
before.
This is a
It's unfortunate that they couldn't get the Games for Windows Live save games over to this.
To make sure the crowd's loving you when you cross the
But
finish line.
it's not a massive drama, really. I think when I first played this game, I started with the keyboard, and I eventually graduated to using the wheel. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's the way it worked. Okay. Just because at that point I wasn't comfortable with the wheel, and I certainly wasn't comfortable with rally games in the wheel. That's now changed. And I've learned a lot more throttle control. I know I'm far from perfect and a long way from being there, but okay. Dimitri Smetsky. I love how he starts off going the other way. That's awesome.
Over bridge.
I do like head-to-head races.
Right 4. Keep in.
Hang the arse out a bit.
Late over concrete.
The worst type of challenges are those where you're not allowed to damage the car. I can't remember if there's actually that in this game, but I know there are those challenges in some games, and those always suck.
Right 4.
You know,
Keep in.
because sometimes those games can be really weird with the way they define damage. Like some games would define that as being fine. Whereas in some games you basically you can't make contact with other cars. You can scrape walls and you're fine.
Left 3 long. 40.
Okay.
Over bridge.
Sorry for the Skype message
Into
cropping up there.
Stay focused.
Yep, that was my fault for not going invisible.
60.
Although this is also partially the game's fault for not going full screen easily. Good grief, 14 seconds. Good grief, I could stop and have a drink in the time. Whoops, understeer.
6 into building.
My door, no.
Right 5 on exit.
My beautiful door, it hangs open.
Left 3 tight.
Look at this stage though, man, it's awesome.
Over narrow bridge.
Whoa. Where am I going? I should really use a handbrake more on these games, but
Right 2 plus.
I don't know what key it is. That's the key. Slam it in reverse and finish that way. Well, I know which button the handbrake is now. Okay, that's one way of finishing at least. I still won by 10 seconds. I won the other heat by 4 seconds, so why not? That was a tad ridiculous. I think I'll end it here after this video. After this race. Man, I am absolutely shattered. It's been good fun making this though. It really has. Look at the raindrops on that. It's just gorgeous. Win and lead by 1 second. Okay. Jamie Garcia. Amy Garcia. I'm assuming this is the final. If it's not, then I will wait until whatever the final actually is. But
Right 4. Keep in.
ooh, look at the drift.
Long, tight and late, over concrete. Right 6. Onto gravel, 40. Right
Oops,
4, very
that
long,
wasn't
tight
helpful.
and late. 60.
Look at the understeer. And the weather effects on this game are fairly nice. Not massively detailed, but they're nice. Oops, that's gone off again. Ugh, get off the wall, bastard. Scandinavian flick. Okay, this track gets narrow here. There we go. And the other guy is nowhere near me. There he is. Okay, put my foot down. And he's going to be something like 12 seconds behind. Oh no, 8. Oh, look at that drift. Absolutely perfect. Now put the hammer to the floor. I know there's a horn button, I don't know what it is. Not that. Not that either. Help. I have no idea what I just did, but I think it was a flashback button. Let's not press that button again. Drift. Oh, that's not quite right. Well, main thing is I don't have to avoid damaging my car at all, so let's just pitch it in nice close to the wall, let it run a bit wider than I would have liked, but look at the damage to that. Looks a bit silly, really. It makes it look surprised. Yep, that was a final, and I win quite comfortably. So, I think that will conclude this video. If you enjoy, please leave a like, comment, and if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. And hopefully it won't be 8,000 years before I make my next video. But yeah, have a good day guys, and if you don't mind, I think I'm going to play some more of this game. Adios!